episode, everyone. In this one, we are going to be wiring up all the navigational lighting and getting some more of the additions built. Okay, welcome back everyone. Okay, now let's get these things all wired up for every section. And I got a white and green so it distinguishes between the red and black wiring, so I know which one is for the flashers. White is going to be negative. Oh wait, I can't hook it up to this one. That's a faster flasher than this one. See what happens when you get too carried away with a build. So all these outer ones get hooked onto the same circuit. This in here is on the faster circuit. Okay, so I got it started here, this down, and up to here to this one. Now this is the red one, so I have to have a resistor on that before I attach the negative wire. Okay, with a little bit of playing around, I found the 91 ohm resistor works beautifully. All the lights are pretty much evenly distributed with the power. And yep, so basically this is done. And now we just go grab this one. And now this is the red here, another 91 ohm resistor on here. Hook them all up. There we go, 91 ohm resistor. Everything rings up here. Looks good. Now I just gotta hook these lines up to whichever one of these is the slowest. There we go. Looks good. That's good. Okay, so the engines themselves are ready to be put together. I just got to run the wiring and I can put these together now. Alright, now I got these here. I think these are like 30 gauge wire, really small. I'm going to need that in order to fit down into the grooves here inside the struts. So that's what you got to use, and it's the same here with the flashers. So you got to be about 30 gauge wire. You see, I got this all hooked up. I have a 100 ohm resistor on the flash. These are the reds, so I got this here to connect this to this red, so they're both going to be connected. And these here are the mains. They're going to be hooked onto here, but I still need a resistor on this red. Okay, now I got a 91 ohm resistor on the red here, hooked into the negative. Now the way I got these lights hooked in is their negatives is going in at this point here and not this point. If I put them on this point, they would be, well, virtually non-existent, just because this thing here sucks up so much juice. So I put it ahead of that area, so when the power comes in, it distributes to here and goes through the resistor to there. Okay, now another thing you have to remember. Normally this is the starboard side and that's the green side for the flashing, right? But the engines are upside down, so you had to make it red, so that's red. And then the former port side, which was red, is now green. Just like putting together the circuits. You turn them upside down, everything's reversed. So you gotta think about that before you put this on there. Okay, now let's get the line. I need to find out how long the main lines are that run down here into the ship for both sides. There we go, got the length. Now just go to install the mains. Okay, mains are hooked in. I got it running down, so there's all ready to go. Just gotta hook up the flashers, run those down, and that's all done. Okay, so I got that all hooked up now. Mains are hooked up. You can see on the bottom there of the LED, I got it painted silver. And the same with the bottom of the red LED there, painted silver. As well as this LED down here, so no lights interfere with it. So I'm just letting the silver dry. And then this thing is pretty much ready to be closed up. You can see on the back here, on the bottom here, I guess is going to be the top of the engine now. I've run the lines there, and then after I'll re-putty it and it'll look like brand new. Here we go. Everything's all wired up, looks good. I already did a lighting test, it works nice. Just got to put the tops on and this section of the ship will be finished. There we go. Warp engines are all but done. And let's move on to something else. Okay, now to fill this area in, I'm going to use like a skeletal brace to put in here, to put another sheet on over top of that to hide this. So I'm going to be putting something like this in here, probably one here, and one, just two of them I think are all I need, and maybe a third one out here on the back. Yeah, just something like that, like one here, here, and then a third one on the back. And then I cut out a sheet like this in this here form and then put it down over top, and that should take care of that. Okay, there we go. I got that all done. Now I just need to cut this sheet to fit in that spot. There we go. Got that all covered in. So in these areas here where it's open, I just use my putty and I'll get that smoothed out. It's pretty much level here with the rest of the hull of the ship. It looks pretty good. Just gotta let that dry now. Alright, there we go. Got that. Looks pretty good. It's molded itself perfectly. That's good. Okay, we're pretty much ready to marry these two pieces together. And I got the rest of the wiring in there, tucked in there, and really nice. The way I did that, once I got a section of it pushed in, I used Bondic to hold it in place. So when I get the putty on there, the putty isn't going to pull out or pop off or break or anything. So that's in there. It looks good. Just got to putty it up, let it dry, then we can marry these two together. There we go. Get the Bondic on there. Got the putty on there. Looks good. Just gotta let that dry, and then I can attach these two parts. That's it for this episode, everyone. In the next one, we start to put parts together. So please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and check out my online store. The link is down below. If you need me to do any commission work for you, or any questions, contact me at modelbuilder501@yahoo.ca. See you guys again later. Bye-bye.